Okay, so it's been 2 weeks or so since I've even worked on the old 61 Pontiac. I literally just went around into town, grabbed some seam sealer. That's all done, so I'm just while waiting for that to all set up, I cut out the remaining of the floorboards for the 4 little pieces to mount the back seat. So they're all cut out. If you guys don't remember how rotten this floor was, that's part of an indication of it. So anyway, so I saved those pieces for these guys, and they're all just sitting in there. So basically that's roughly where it's got to go. I'm gonna just double check my measurements, but we'll put a couple tacks in them, and then we'll put the seat in and see what's what. So I'm thinking Chris is on his way out here. What I'm gonna get doing is I'll jack this thing up, and I'm gonna start I'll mount the tranny or put the cross member in it, and then I'm gonna measure up and see where I cut the hole. I did originally try doing that, but that's when Chris called with his Hudson when the starter crapped out and we had to go rescue him. So yeah, that's been how long? So yeah, a couple weeks since I've worked on this thing. So I'm gonna do that when he gets here. I think he's gonna do the back frame mounts, or the back body mounts, and yeah, we'll get a bunch of stuff done today, hopefully. And then hopefully, maybe in the next video, we'll start putting all the interior back in. Like I said, I've got the carpet here and everything like that, and the door panels will clean up and whatnot, and we'll clean up the headliner pretty good, and the back seats. I'm on the fence. I know a lot of people are gonna say leave it on. I don't know, should I or shouldn't I take the this plastic cover off? I know it's gonna protect it, but I don't know. I'm on the fence. I know the proper thing is to probably leave it, but I don't know. We'll see. Leave that in the comments there, guys, if anybody's even watching us anymore. But haha. Anyway, I guess back to work. I'm going to I'll start tack and welding these guys in here, and hopefully then Chris should be here, so we'll get to work. Peace out.
Okay, we're finally getting back to the back mounts on the 61. So this was all rotten from the beginning, but we drilled a hole. I don't know if it's hard to, you might be able to pick it up with the camera, but there's a hole there through the floor, through the bottom. So what we're gonna end up having to do is cut a square out, a nice square, get rid of this rust anyways. That'll allow us to get access to a bolt and nuts. So we'll just either weld a nut on there or just put a bolt nut, and we'll probably just weld the nuts or something.
Probably that'll be the easiest.
So then we'll have a nut bolt come up. Yeah, so we'll have to cut a hole in there, and obviously then make the hole through the frame and that bigger. We're going 1/2-inch bolts, so
at least that's what the mounts are anyway.
Yeah.
So alrighty, so I guess
one side, and then we'll do the other.
Yeah, there's all sorts of fiberglass, or
yeah, it's seam sealer, or yeah, it's
a can of nonsense.
Tar.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'll go find some bits. We'll step up to I guess 3/8 and then a half or whatever.
Yep.
I'll see what I can go find, and then we'll keep drilling. Blech. Why do I get stuck doing the drilling? Of course, Derek isn't here today. I delegate him to do the drilling. Alrighty, I'll go find a bit and we'll be back.
Drilling the second pilot hole. Let's see, we've cut out a chunk there. I didn't want to go too big.
I got a bigger problem.
Oh, Corey has bigger problems. But that's our mount there. And
yeah, I'm right where I gotta
see. We'll put our little rubber puck in between those two, and then we'll weld that up.
Yeah.
Oh, Corey's got a bit stuck, possibly.
Yes, I do. Danger, danger.
So that's, yeah. To scrape off. Someone's patched this before. They put a patch over it. There's rust underneath here, and they put a patch over it. So may have to grind some of that crap off.
Probably will. That's why I had to grind when I did the mounts for the back seat. Covered in tar, and I had to grind all that tar off.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yep.
Alrighty, I'm gonna get my bit out.
Okay. Okay, so we got to modify the little mounts. basically since we've modified the frame a little bit on the back, the mount has to be a little bit narrower, and we don't have space for this little nub up there. So I've already did one. I basically shaved it down just using stone on a bench grinder, and then I'll have to just shave that down on the same thing. So here's the second one, and I'll try not to get rubber in the camera. It comes off pretty easy. Modifying stuff, it's not a big deal. Probably if Derek was here, he probably would stick on a lathe and do it, but Derek's not here, and this is easier. Raised part is all gone. Now I just have to shave that down a little bit just to get the thickness a little bit down. Since we put those, remember the previous video on this car, we put a couple plates, steel plates, and so that's, I gotta take it down just a little bit of that. So I will continue with that. Getting rubber everywhere. Okay, I've ground down both of them, and we've just put them in there. That's one, and the other one's over there. Now Corey's just getting ready. We have a bolt in there. It's just loose, but he's going to weld that nut, and then do the same thing with that hole. And then he started making templates, and we'll transfer that to steel after the nuts are welded, and tighten those up. That should work out.
Oh, I had the welder plugged in.
Ah, yes, that would help.
That would help. Gotta say, it's nice having booger around. We were short bolts, too short. Hey, we just go to the bolt bin, we get another one that's another 1.5 inches longer. You know, good for boog. Everybody needs a boog in their shop. Just gonna tack it first, and then I'll weld it. That's good enough for right now. I'll move the clamp, and then I'll put a good weld right around it.
Okay.
And then I guess we should have set up that side, but we can do it.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Nope.
Alrighty. Mean welding machine.
That'll get. Yeah. Finish this side off. We'll just. We're just gonna overlap it and seam seal it. The plate on top. So.
Seam sealer's our friend.
Yeah.
At least today it is.
Every day is seam sealer day.
Yep. And it is.
Remember, folks, don't weld your fingers.
Nope. Might not be able to get to the back side.
As long as you got a good bead on there around, it'll.
Yep.
Because we put a fairly heavy plate there. Finish welding that up. Do this side and
root beer time.
root beer time.
All right. Amateur hour here at Penny's Hot Rods and Customs.
Yeah, we already got the bolts in, the patch over top, and even fogged it with a little black. Eventually, all that's going to be black.
Once you go black, you never go back.
And we even fog that black, make it look nice, so the mounts go and disappear.
So I guess we do have the mid mounts already in place. It's just we're going to take the tires off and put bolts in.
Bolts, yep.
Since Ryan was lucky enough to give us bolts for this. So yeah, I guess we'll do that. And then I guess we're going to go off to go. I talked to a guy, we're buying a third member for this thing, so Posi Traction. I think it's a low 3 gear, but the price is right, so we're gonna go pick that up shortly there. I guess Chris and I will go pick it up. Gentleman said I think he'd be there around 3ish, so should be right on cue. Definitely leave that on forever.
Yeah, even though it's pitted, but yeah.
Whatever.
That's
is what it is.
Yep.
Alrighty. I guess we'll jack the tires off and put some bolts in there, and then this thing is bolted down. I got bolts just sitting in for the front mounts.
Yeah, so the front, yeah, so that's not moving, so we just gotta get the right correct size bolts for those.
Yes. Alright.
Easy peasy. Okay, so we've had to do roughly the same thing with this mount in here. The mount was, or the original bolt was broken off, so we had to cut from inside and basically weld a washer and a nut in there. So that's what the bottom, basically the bottom mount is. Basically a cushion. Oh, I know.
You gotta put thread lock.
Thread locker. It's in my left hand, and
I was wondering what you're doing, but
oops.
Only really liberal with the.
Yeah. Ryan gets his stuff for free, I think.
I'm not looking forward to wire wheeling all this undercoating off. I'm gonna do that before the winter comes. This is the part of the movie where my welds break and it spins. So far, so good. Excellent.
That should be good.
Squish
that pretty good. I don't want to squish it to nothing and split it, so. And the Loctite's there to lock it, and it's got a lock washer, so.
Alright, we're gonna call it a day. Let's go grab that rear end.
Yep.
Alright, we'll be back in about a half hour, maybe 2, 3. Gotta go for a big gulp, maybe, who knows. Ice cream. Oh, maybe ice cream. Alrighty. At least it's coming together, slowly but surely. But yeah.
Yeah, so the other side, I'm pretty sure it's gonna
have to do the same thing. Yeah.
And then, yeah, just...
I'll make up a piece for that, weld it up.
Yeah.
Seam seal it, seam seal it, and Bob's your uncle.
Yeah.
Alrighty, let's clean up this mess and let's roll.
Okay, so we've got all the motor mounts. We even put the front...
mean body mounts.
Body mounts, yes, I keep thinking motor mounts for some reason. Got the front bolted in. So everything's bolted in for the body. It's on there for good. Everything's Loctited, so it's not gonna come off easy. And we just picked up a Posi unit.
Sweet little gem for this thing.
Yep. Not sure if P means Posi.
But it is a Posi. Everything turns as it's supposed to. So yeah.
And what gear did we figure?
It was, when we did the calculation, it was a 308. 308.
Okay.
So good enough for highway gear.
Yeah.
Give it a good cleaning. It's been sitting for many years, and the guy had it in his garage there, but So, win. No more Lincoln locker for me, for this thing anyway. Not that I would do it anyway, but that'll be fine just with the small block and the 4-speed and that.
Yeah.
Should hum along just fine.
Still a few more things. Fix some rust issues that down there.
Yeah.
Corey's going to take care of shortly. And
yeah. I think on the next video, I'll cut the hole in the floor for the shifter. Do that. I'm going to jack it up about 2 feet. Start cleaning up underneath the frame and start peeling all that old undercoating off. And yeah, maybe we start putting the interior back together.
Interior, then yeah.
I gotta clean the firewall, get rid of all that flaky old black paint.
Yeah. Testing that motor, see if it works.
Yeah, I'm off Tuesday, so I'm gonna try to put it on the stand there and see what's what. So
Then,
there'll
yeah,
be a bunch more videos.
slowly putting it back together.
Yeah. On a totally different side note, there's my old valve cover gasket from my coupe. It blew out the other day when I was coming home, just smoking. And then just oil everywhere. Then I was able to find out that was the culprit. Fail. You'd think one would change the other side, because who knows, it might be far behind, but nah, we'll cross that path when we get there. So anyway, Chris, as always,
like, share, and subscribe, comment, ask us any questions you want, and all that good stuff. Watch our old videos.
so yeah, it's been a couple weeks, but yeah, I'll start getting back on this turd again.
Yeah, just too much summer, but not enough of it left, so.
Yeah, not only that, we're gonna dig out the you-know-what on Wednesday.
Yes.
Alrighty guys, we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.